A very warm welcome to one and all listeners. I am Ronak Dey, the captain of the team Cosmic Hunters, and we have done a project on WhatsApp Auto Wisher under the 20-degree monsoon internship offered to us by the Intern Academy. So, let us move on to our code and start explaining it. So, I will explain all the libraries that we have used in our project. First, we have used the Pandas library. Pandas is used to analyze the data learning by reading it. Then we have used the XLRD library. Using this, one can retrieve information from a spreadsheet. Then we have used the library OpenPyXL that is used for reading and writing in an Excel sheet. Then we have used the PyAutoGUI library that is used to automate the mouse and keyboard controls for doing various things. Then we have imported the time library that allows us to handle various operations regarding time, its conversions and representations. Then we have used the library called PivotKit that is used to send WhatsApp messages at a certain time and has several other features to work with, such as send a automated email, send a YouTube video to someone, or perform a Google task, and it can obviously play a YouTube video also. Then we have used another library called DateTime that imports the current date and displays it. Thank you. With this, I conclude my talk, passing on to my next speaker.
Thank you, Ronak. I am Surya Tripathi, and I will be continuing with the rest of the code. Now let us move to the function called sendMessage, which takes phone number and name of the person as its arguments. Now moving on to the first line of the function, which prints the name of the person to whom the message has to be sent. Then I have declared a string called MSG, which is actually the message that has to be sent to the person whose birthday is today. Then I have declared a variable called ER that is actually concatenating +91 with the string PH, which is nothing but the phone number of the person which is fetched from the data sheet whose birthday is today. And then I convert the variable ER into string format. Then I use the function called pivotkit.sendMessageInstantly, which takes the phone number in string format and message as its arguments. The pivotkit.sendMessageInstantly function will open the browser to which it will search WhatsApp web, and as I have passed the phone number of the person to whom the message to be delivered, it will open the inbox of that person and type the message that is passed on. Then I used the function time.sleep50, which is nothing but a delay function, to hold the program at a point because the WhatsApp web and the browser takes some time to open and load the page as it is an internet browser. Then I have used the PyAutoGUI.click, which is a function used to click at a certain point in a screen, because the pivotkit.sendMessageInstantly will just type the message in the inbox of that certain person but will not send it. To send it, we will have to click the send button, which is present at the coordinates mentioned here, that is 1327,690 is the coordinates of the send button of the WhatsApp message. And the PyAutoClick.click is used to automate the control of the mouse and keyboard to do various things. Then I have used another function time.sleep, another time, to give some delay, as there can be multiple birthdays on a same day. So one function do not overlaps another, so we have to give some delay so that next person is wished after some time. So here I end my talk. Thank you. Passing on to my next speaker.
Hello, my name is Aviksha and I will be explaining the rest of the program. So at first the line reads df equals to pd.read excel. Within brackets we have the name of our Excel sheet with extension present. So pd is the abbreviated form of the pandas library, and from the pandas library we are taking the function read excel, which is helping us to read the data sheet in which we have our different values being present, and that is being stored in the data frame df named variable that we have created. Next we take another variable called to, in which we will be storing our current date time in the format of date-month, and strf time function is helping us to slice out the date time in our desired format. Next, we will take another variable called the current year, and in the current year we are again taking our current date time with the function strf time, that is helping us to slice out only the current year percentage y in the format of percentage y. So the current year, whatever it is, like in our case it is 2021, gets stored in the variable current year. Next, we take an array called the indices, which is a blank array at first. So we will be iterating the index comma item over our data frame. Each and every rows will be iterated over. So df.iter_rows is enabling us to iterate over each and every row that is present in our data sheet. So while we are iterating, we are going to create another variable called bday, and what goes inside bday is the birth date that is present in the birthday column, in the format being specified as date-month. So basically, if we consider today's date, that is 14th of November, so the output is going to come in the format of 14-11, that is the date-the month. So this entire thing goes and gets stored in our variable birthday or bday. Next, we are going to compare our two, which has got our current date, and the bday, where we have for a particular row we are storing the birth date, and we will compare the both and we will see whether they are the same dates. And then we have our current year that has got our present year in it. So both of them will be checked, and so the birthday is compared to 2, and the current year will be seen whether it is not present in our already given column of year. So if 2021 is not present in our year column and in the respective row, then we are going to send our birthday wish to that particular person. So current year not present in the particular column means that we haven't wished the person for the present year. So if both the criteria have been satisfied in our within the if, then we come to our send message, where we are going to send two of the parameters, that is, one is the phone number of the person and the name of the particular person, and both of them by call by value method we send it to our main function that is present above, whose definition has already been explained before, and in this way the message to the targeted person is sent. Next, we do the indices. We go to our indices array, where we will be appending it with the index number of that particular row where we have got the target person to which we have to send our message to. Next, we come to the checking of whether our indices array's length is 0 or not. If it is 0, which means that it has not been appended with any index, that means nobody has been wished this year. So then in that case, this next part of the program becomes invalid and we don't proceed to do this. But if it is not equal to 0, that means the indices array has been appended with some index, that means somebody or the other has been wished this year. So then we will be iterating over our indices array, and we are going to check for the year column in our data frame using the function log, which is location. So what we are going to update our year column with the present year that is already there, and the year in which we have wished, that is the current year. So the year that is already there will probably be the previous year, and the current year in which we have wished will be our 2021. So probably the outlook will be 2020, 2021, which indicates 2020 is the year that is the past year in which we had already wished. With a comma, we add our current year, which is 2021, enabling us that we have already wished the particular person in the given year, and it will also ensure us that we do not wish that person anymore and no spam messages are gone. So in this way, the year column gets updated. The last line just makes sure that the serial number column does not get duplicated every time we open our data sheet after running the program. So we make the index equals to false, so that we are getting only one serial number column present there intact. Last, I'm going to use the task scheduler so that the task is happening on its own and we don't have to trigger the program every time. So we will open the task scheduler that is present in our PC, which is provided on our Windows. So in task scheduler, we will first come to task library, and then we'll go to create task. In the general column, first we will be naming our task, and we will provide a little bit of a description about it. So probably we can name our task as birthday wisher, and as the description we can say that it wishes birthday to the person using our Python program at 12 o'clock midnight. Next, we go to the triggers column, and we will go to new. And we will say that we will say the setting to set the setting to daily, and we will make the time as 000000, that is the 12 midnight we are referring to, and then we will click on OK. That means at 12 o'clock midnight our task gets created, and our program will be triggered at that particular point in time. Next we go to actions, and we will go to new. Again, here in the program/script, we will have to browse that particular area in which our python.exe file is present, so that the computer knows that we are actually trying to excite the program using Python. So that is the thing that we have to give over here. Next, we have got the add argument section. So here we are going to copy paste the path of our program that we are going to get from our Explorer, File Explorer. So wherever the program is present in our local, the path of woes will be provided over here, and then we will do OK, and the action will also be get created over here. In conditions section, we can do one thing is that we can click on these two options under power, which is saying that start the task only if the computer is on AC power and stop if the computer switches off, and that is actually giving us one thing over here, that if the computer is off, then the task will not be happening. So that is also one thing, so that we have to have our computer on for making our task work on its own. And it will also make sure that if our computer is switched off at 12 o'clock midnight, whenever the computer will be switched on, the message will be sent automatically at that time. So in this way, we are going to add our birthday wisher task to the task scheduler, so that it can be excited every day at 12 o'clock midnight. It can check whether the message is to be sent or not, and if the message is to be sent, then it will be accordingly sending the message to our desired friend. Thank you. This was our program. Thank you all.